Hey there, this is Charlie Doan at the 2016 Annapolis U.S. Sailboat Show. We have a lot of catamarans here, and I've been on a lot of cruising catamarans. Right now I'm on the new Xquisite X5, and I have to say I've never been on a catamaran quite like this one before. One of the first things that struck my eye was this unusual bimini configuration. We have extremely solid structure with solid stainless steel slats, 2 Harken tracks. Either end of the structure, you can undo some fasteners and slide the whole bimini roof off to one side. Another feature we have here, which is common on catamarans, all lines led to the helm, but it's been done really well on this boat. All lines have been led to the helm. We have a nice big line locker down below to store them in. We have foot switches for the electric winches, so we can operate the winches with our feet while handling the lines by hand. Another very thoughtful feature, I've had this happen to me several times. You have your modern, fancy touchscreen MFD display on your outdoor helm station on a modern catamaran, and it starts raining, the weather gets bad, and the screen, you can't control it anymore. Off to one side here, for those conditions, we have backup buttons that allow you to control everything. We have USB plugs out here for plugging in devices, and we have a battery of switches, so we control all of the systems you want to be able to control from the helm, all done right here. And this is just the beginning, folks. Come, let's take a tour of the deck. One very nice feature on this boat is the curved laminated acrylic glass. Won't expand and contract in varying temperatures. Very stylish, and should not leak a drop of water for a very long time. One feature that makes you feel very secure on this boat is the solid stainless steel handrail all the way around. Matches the solid stainless steel boarding ladder. Very substantial piece of equipment, so you're very comfortable boarding the boat. Ah, there it is. I was looking for that. There's a lot of storage space up forward here. You can get lost in it. This is one of 4 large storage compartments here on the foredeck. There is also a very well thought out anchor control system that lives here in this center channel, set up so that you can deploy a second anchor if required, and you can also set up your bridle from here. Here on the starboard side of the coach roof, we have a very large solar array. Glass panels set into special recessed compartments that pivot either way. This is a 900-watt display, which is large enough to power the water maker that comes with the boat. And if the water maker is giving you fits, you also have this very clever rain collection system. A pair of gutters on each side that come down and channel water into these fills. You've probably noticed the amazing swooping arch that goes across the back of the X5 and might have thought it's just a design feature, but actually it has functional uses too. You will have noticed that we haven't seen a single line on deck. Every single working line on the boat is buried beneath the deck, including in this arch. All the working lines are accessible, however, with panels in the proper places. You can see we can remove this whole panel here to access the lines that are buried under there. And a feature I've never seen on any boat anywhere is a dedicated installed shower head for the cockpit, controllable from here. Of course, the major part of the cockpit is given up as a social space. We have 2 tables, seating of course. Looks very open. In these channels up here, under these covers, we have both netting screens that can be lowered to totally enclose the cockpit against insects, or sunbrella panels to enclose it against sun and prying eyes. I'm sitting here at the command center of the new X5, communing with the brain of the boat, which happens to be this iPad, which comes standard with the boat. It not only has, it's basically the distribution panel. You can control all your electrical distribution from here. all gauges for monitoring equipment. It also will prompt you when you need to do maintenance, and it will record all the maintenance that you've done, and it will also store those records, and every time you connect it to the internet, it will automatically send all the data it has to the builder so that they also have a record what's going on with the boat maintenance-wise, and are in a position to respond instantly should you happen to need any replacement parts. The boat has a distributed power system. I was very impressed with it, controlled by that iPad brain we met earlier. But certain people on staff know a bit more about these things than I do, so I asked Nigel Calder to take a look.
And it's the nicest distributed power installation I have seen on a boat to date. Very clean, very tidy, beautifully wide, very accessible. Everything's labeled. You really couldn't ask for more, to be quite honest.
As you've seen, everything on the boat can be digitally controlled. The distributed power system allows you to do that. But if you ever have a problem and you need to switch to manual control, you just come down here to these fuse boxes, and any one of these fuses you pull out and shift up, and you can manually control every system on that circuit. And yes, I know what you're thinking. We are on board a fat cruising cat, and it is a fat cruising cat with tons of storage. For example, all over the boat, storage like this. But it's a light fat cruising cat because very well built. Everything is cored. All the furniture you see, all the attractive furniture you see here, cored. The full structure is cored, the deck and the hull, vinyl ester resin. As light as a boat like this can be. With all this equipment you've seen here, everything standard plus lots of stuff we haven't managed to fit in here for $1.2 million, and you're gone.